Bang this bitch in your soul, let it bounce with the hard knocks. Since a young nigga tying up these pockets with knots. You niggas stay front and buying up these views with the box. Freaky ass niggas, they all be sharing the same thought. Like it's all your daughter doing the diddy bop. Whoa, dirty bitches fucking with his son and his pop. She got sloppy eights and you kissing the bop, but they just straight lose they top like they Christian Rock. And if you don't believe me, just watch. Niggas talking like they spin blocks. Shut them down and we gon' open up shop. But you niggas won't slide like trampoline park side. And I still fry nigga like a Chinese wok. This dipset when they try and win against D-Block. And now this is why I'm hot. Why? And I got him mad like I told him that I ain't like pop. But see, the truth is he was better when he got out of jail. You niggas talk so hard, but they oh so frail. I mean, fuck the frail shit. You know my name be ringing like a bell. Yeah, I bring it straight to your door like I mailed it. But these niggas call the cops like Karens. I'm in 304s running tail like they YSL. I did that bitch like the doc fucked up the BBL. You can miss me with that rah-rah. Cause a nigga got that fire. Miss me with that rah-rah. Cause a nigga keep that fire. You can miss me with that rah-rah. All you niggas talking blah blah. You gon' miss me with that rah-rah. Cause a nigga keep that fire.
Ain't no life at the death after I hit you up. Niggas Judas, they can't sit with us. Who is D1 and Lecrae? They ain't big enough. Besides clout chasing rappers, they ain't did enough. Lord knows, hey, that's merch. Somebody tell me why we hate everything about slavery except the Christian church. And I don't know what's worse. This nigga blame his own people, but worship white Jesus like he Charlie Kirk. And I guess they got a price, they selling their soul. You can love them all you want, they'll never be chose. I be banging on these Christians and never get old. They know it's high, should be K and it's vexing they soul. One thing about the truth, turn you to a zealot. And a lie don't give a damn about who don't want to tell it. Pass it.
Beware the wolves and snakes.
Man, listen, you got a lot of niggas out here, man, that they say what they mean, but they don't mean what they say, man. Listen, you got to be careful. These niggas talk that shit, but they don't walk that shit, man. And listen, it'll behoove you to make your next move your best move, you feel me? Yo, nowadays it's a rap race for that paper chase, where these niggas lie and compromise just for the illusion of that first place. Your best friends, they'll do you the worst way. In the spirit of Judas, where it's colluded, but that's how they approach their life like every day. I like to say that shit be that Christian way, where they lie, multiply, divide, because there's more food on their dinner plate. See, the problem is you allowed them niggas to infiltrate. Now you in a bad space trying to backspace. Yeah, it's about time you learn how to about face. Who the fuck told you to follow them niggas anyway? You been lied to and let the lies fool. Now you realize them fuck niggas just in the way. Got a whole lot of game nigga like EA, so it's time to put a blindfold to remind you to watch some niggas beside you. Be careful of the wolves and the snakes, nigga. Everybody ain't really what they portray, nigga. Be careful of the wolves and the snakes, nigga. Everybody ain't really what they portray, nigga. Be careful of the wolves and the snakes, nigga. Everybody ain't really what they portray, nigga. Little nigga, you right, life is fucked up. But you done lucked up, cause you don't gotta stand next to a nigga that like to get plucked up. Who am I? Nigga give you the what's what. Cause you don't stand on something, you fall on nothing, look at me like I should have told you something. Give me the show. Nigga, you better believe it, cause if you could receive it, you could leave it and come out this bitch well seasoned. A nigga believe in the hype. What's done in the dark gonna come to light. One day you gonna love being black, hit everything associated being white. Nigga, you looking at me like you wanna fight. But I done gave you game, change, respectful name, and you out here doing the same. And nigga, it's a shame, cause you lame, got no name, chasing the fame and want me to put respect on what it is you claim. Nigga, you out here whitewashing, teaching nonsense for profits and deposits with no integrity and no type of nonsense. But you got options. Yeah, you bitch niggas make me nauseous with all this nonsense, man, out here trying to stop the Lord's process. Bitch nigga. Be careful of the wolves and the snakes, nigga. Everybody ain't really what they portray, nigga. Be careful of the wolves and the snakes, nigga. Everybody ain't really what they betray, nigga. Be careful of the wolves and the snakes, nigga. Everybody ain't really what they betray, nigga.
Been ill since a little nigga when Diddy was still puffy. Coming through, riding on the pegs of a silver Huffy. One thing life taught me is don't never get comfy. That's when niggas ride by and push a wig back a gun behind. Fuck Trump and this motherfucking country. For the 3 generations they done turned into junkies. Ice lock us in the cage and treat our ass like a monkey. So a nigga straight fed up and tired of the fuckery, yo. This ain't the land of milk and honey. The money's bloody, our tummy's hungry, the feds we worry. Bullets flurry, corner stores and the chicken curry. Judge and jury, courtrooms and the feds attorney. Welcome everybody to the belly of the beast. See, it's a miracle if you make it out in one piece. So a nigga gotta stay war ready like a Humvee. Wrestle with reptiles, crocodile Dundee. So you the type that like it gentrified with the white yuppies. I'm the type that chill with scummy with a black scully. So I'm public enemy like Chuck D. So you know it's fuck you if it's fuck me. Your shoes crummy, your clothes bummy, you look musty. Your bitch ugly, her toes crusty, her weave dusty. Your spine's putty, your heart's fluffy, you're not gully. My son's coming, my wives love me, my life lovely. I know the son hate me, I know the son love me. Oh, you mad? Glad that you thinking of me. Yeah, glad that you thinking of me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you thinking of me. First I'm your buddy, now you yelling fuck me. Oh, you mad? Glad that you thinking of me. Yeah, glad that you thinking of me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you.
He ain't have what it take, we just let him fake it. Now he live, giving out his dying declaration. Seen this once too many times, them niggas never make it. The situation ain't that big, but I'ma escalate it. We ain't buying all them lies, you selling desperately. They should've told you have a heart sold separately. Look, state your registry, never mind, cause we gon' give your name to whoever we got next in line. Look, and I got bars, it's like Scared Straight. He don't even look the same, he got a scared face. It's a shame we watch everybody fall around you. This a one West world, it don't revolve around you. I'm even mad I even had to put this chalk around you. Think you a shark because them little niggas jaws around you. And if you do, I'ma kill a whale. You go against the brotherhood, might as well kill yourself. Judas, and rap about them souvenirs don't make you a shooter. If it's fuck me, then it's fuck you too, the feeling's mutual. Real nigga university, you ain't a student. If the general ain't authorize it, then he ain't approve it. Look, you better count the cost before you go to war. Oh, you mad? You remind me of a woman scorn. You a traitor in this final form, but we gon' hold this shit down, thus says the Lord.
I know the son hate me, I know the son love me. Oh, you mad? Glad that you thinking of me. Yeah, glad that you thinking of me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you thinking of me. First I'm your buddy, now you yelling fuck me. Oh, you mad? Glad that you thinking of me. Yeah, glad that you thinking of me. Oh, you mad? I'm just glad that you.
Mic check 1 2. Yeah, hey man, that song Never Left is fire. Only thing is, it messes up the monetization. The brother doesn't own that beat, so you know. Listen, man, if enough of y'all were on Try Vibes, I wouldn't care what we play. You know what I mean? I could always edit all that stuff out later. But, you know, big ups to everybody who is subscribed. So if y'all saw the platform that was up, we got our own streaming service. All the music up there, what the brothers own. We got our own Apple Music. And I don't know if y'all have been seeing the updates. Updated player, updated menu. New songs coming out every week. I think in the last 2 months, man, we did over, you know what I'm saying? We dropped over 30 new tracks. So make sure that y'all tap in, man. That joint goes crazy. The phone lines, like I said, we doing you got to join the live. So the link will be in the chat. Y'all could join the live if y'all got any questions, if y'all got any comments, y'all could pull up. Captain Zarek taught class tonight. I'm waiting on headquarters to join us. And there they go in the house.
Sir, the link is in the chat.
Captain Zarek left.
He did.
Yeah, man. Captain Zaryak, you know what I'm saying? I think he got all his kids tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cap. Big ups to all the brothers going crazy all over the internet. Big ups to everybody, you know what I'm saying, who subscribed, like I said, to Tribe Vibes as well as the Cross the Line channel. We got a lot of different, you know what I'm saying, stuff, different events, different things happening, man. What's up with you? I said, so joining me this evening is Officer Shaya Allah, the man with the most famous fro in Israel.
Old sign Christ. You know, we just up here getting ready for the World Cup final.
Who's, I don't watch soccer. Who's in it?
Argentina and Spain.
Argentina.
Talk to me about Argentina, sir. What you know about Argentina?
So one thing that I know about Argentina is there's this tribe called the Mapuche, and there's this cat by the name of Galvarano. Galvarano is pretty gangster. So something happened to where the Spanish were punishing him. They put his arm on a chopping block, chopped his arm off. You know, Israel being stubborn and stiff-necked, he threw his other arm up there. Chopped both his arms off. They think they leaving him for dead. He goes back, gathers his people, raises a war council. He straps blades to his nubs. You know what I'm saying? Raises an army and goes and fights the Spanish. That is the tribe of Naphtali. That is a tribe let loose.
That's dope. I'm looking at this up right now, and they got the drawings of this cat with his arms up to his wrists.
Could you pull up a sketch?
Let me share this real quick.
Hey man, big ups to everybody, you know what I'm saying, who donates to Prime Sprouts. Big ups also to everybody, like I said, who subscribed to Tribe Vibes. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate y'all. For real, for real. See if you could pull that image up.
Blood dripping from his wrists. He's just standing there like a real nigga, defiant. Tawab, sir?
Don't mind me. I'm back. Man. So yeah, nah. Okay, okay. Do you got one of the images where they got like the blades attached to the nubs?
Let me see if I can find that. Oh, this is crazy. These are the historical figures we need to be learning about. Salaki, I'm trying to pull this one up real quick.
Let me see what you got, man. I think that's what's gonna have to be. Yeah, okay. Somebody did a sketch like that. Yeah, he had blades attached to the nubs of his arm, man. Oh, it's Galvarino. Excuse me. I said Galvarino. Galvarino.
I thought you said Galvarino.
Oh, I think I said Galvarino. But you know what I'm saying? So Antisocial says that Argentina got major beef with Mexico over the World Cup, but nobody got any beef with the white man.
Right. So that's what's been going. I don't know if you've seen this on your feed, but there's been nonstop anti-Argentina content on social media. And the pushback has been basically what you just said. Y'all got all this energy against Argentina, but even in the semifinals, the other three countries that were left were the three biggest colonizers and enslavers on the planet: England, France, and Spain.
Hey, man, this is some of the stuff that, like, you know what I mean, I can't wait to talk about at camp, right? And I think probably the World Cup reference might hit home a little better than the Knicks and the Spurs, just straight up off the strength of you know, like when it comes down to when the World Cup's hit, everybody turns into nationalists. And it's like everybody's blind from, like, quote unquote racism if it's behind a team. But somebody from Mexico is not rooting for Argentina. Somebody from Argentina is not rooting for Mexico because you're rooting for your own country. The problem is we decide to identify with our oppressor instead of our own people, and we never want to beef with them. Let me see. We got a man by the name of Don Kello. Kello?
Yeah, it's Kello.
What's up, my man? You got a question or a comment?
No, just checking it out, man.
What you checking out?
Just what's being said, and you know, I've seen the Facebook page, and I've made a couple comments, and so just checking it out.
What were your comments about?
It's just about the things, you know, basically about the Facebook things talking about just being superior to white people, and I found that interesting, kind of fascinating. And so, you know, and some of the other kind of militant messages and stuff, it's stuff that I heard years and years ago from like the Black Panthers and stuff like that. And so it's not really a message that's a lot different than I've heard in years past. But, you know, I'm always intrigued by the things that I see. And so I'm always kind of interested to see and to learn and to just hear what people have to say. I think that's kind of cool to do.
I got you. Well, I would say that we absolutely aren't the same as the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? The Black Panthers, I guess, was more of like, you know, what they would consider a FBA movement that didn't really have to do with having your own identity. It more so had to do with trying to get equality inside of America. Wasn't biblically based at all.
No.
And not to, you know what I'm saying, knock the sacrifice that a lot of people made inside of that organization in liberation and freedom. But I think that there's one thing that all these grassroots movement failed at, which was changing an individual's morals. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't necessarily, I mean, you started, I guess, with saying the whole superiority thing, but I don't.
Somebody sent me a message and said that that they, you know, the Black community is definitely superior, and so I found that interesting and intriguing. So,
okay, well, as far as when it comes down to us, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not even so much as what we believe, you know what I'm saying? God said that Israel is above all nations inside the Bible. That's what he said in Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter and the 6th verse. You know what I'm saying? Now, outside of that, I think that there's something that we got to know is white people have made themselves superior to Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians since 1492. It started with Columbus and the lie that he discovered America. That alone is trying to make yourself superior to the people who had already been here thousands of years before you, with pyramids that your engineering still can't build, you know what I'm saying, to this day. And then on top of that, he then opens up Europe to the transatlantic slave trade and starts by enslaving the natives. And then to the point where they felt as though they had to civilize the natives by forcing them to become Christians. I mean, that was the start of them trying to reduce us and our humanity. I'm talking, when I say us, I mean blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. So I mean, I don't know if the issue in America is as much as if we think we're superior to y'all. It's why does Trump call Haiti a shithole country? Why did he just try to backdoor and sell Puerto Rico and say it's another shithole country? It's that white supremacy has tried to make us inferior. And when we decide to have some kind of self-esteem about ourselves, all of a sudden it becomes an issue if we want to be great.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with anyone wanting to be great. I think it's cool when somebody tries to do the best they can. I mean, the things that have happened in America, they're not new. They've happened throughout history. The Vikings, the Mongol hordes, the Muslim hordes, and then there was all of the Crusades, and mankind has always dominated mankind. Mankind has always been horrible to one another. They always have. The American Indians did the same with each other, dominating one another. So we know every country, every race has been a slave. We know the Irish were taken as slaves, and other countries, and so it's always been. It's horrible. It doesn't make it good, and God doesn't like it for sure. But it simply has always been. And what happened with the Native Americans in America was horrible. It was horrible. The Native Americans are as mean as it sounds, but it's the truth. They are a conquered people. People from Portugal, England, Spain, all these different countries in Europe and all that. They came to America and they found something that they liked, the land, free land, and they came and the Native Americans didn't like that. Of course, they didn't like that, and they were conquered. I watched a talk by a Native American one time several years ago, and he said that we are a conquered people, and nobody likes that. I don't think that's a good thing. It is simply a fact, and it is history, and history isn't good or bad. It simply is. History is simply history. And my heart breaks for what I live in Arizona. I live around Native Americans. I've had friends that are Native Americans, and what happened to them was horrible. It really was. Wounded Knee. What happened at Wounded Knee? What happened on the march? All of that was horrible. Can't be justified. And I don't know how you ever make up for that. That's a tough one. I know there are things like reparations. Do they ever make up for things? I mean, should the Japanese pay reparations to the Chinese for what happened at the Nanking massacre? You could make a good argument as to yes, they should. But anyway, I'm rambling a bit, but I have different thoughts on those things. So anyway,
I think my issue is, and the thing that you said, which I'm going to touch on last, is how do you make up for that? This is my issue with a lot of the things that you just said. In every one of those incidents where you want to talk about people that were enslaved, guess what? Chattel slavery did not happen to every nation. You have people who became prisoners of wars. You have people who had, certain levels of servitude. But there's no people, like when you talk about the Mongolians and all that, the people that they went to war with or the people that they destroyed, they still had their language. Genghis Khan believed in freedom of religion. Like he had Christians, he had all different sorts of faiths that was underneath him, but we were forced into becoming Christians and having to follow white Jesus. Like when you go onto the island of Puerto Rico, the reason as to why the Tainos don't speak their native tongue and why they speak Spanish is because the Spanish stripped them of everything that they had. The same thing when it comes down to the Native Americans inside of North America that are not from the Caribbean. It's the same thing when it comes down to It's the same thing when it comes down to them losing their identity, losing their culture, losing their language. We go down to Mexico. It's so bad. They said that they don't even know what happened to the Mayans.
Yeah.
Like,
No, they don't.
so for you to turn around and then even try to compare it, I think is a little bit ridiculous, because that has not happened to any other group of people in that magnitude and in that capacity. Because guess what? Japan still has their language. They still have their culture. China is a world superpower. China is colonizing nations right now without firing a bullet. So clearly the Japanese did nowhere the amount of effect. And then here's another thing, even to when it comes down to the Irish were indentured servitude, meaning it was 7 years. And then when they came over here, they made them overseers over so-called African Americans. And then guess what? The Irish didn't need affirmative action. There was no Ku Klux Klan that was getting ready to take out the Irish. There was no Jim Crow for the Irish. There was no affirmative action for the Irish. So when people start to bring up these things in history, and then you negate that there's been systematic oppression every decade, a new method of affecting blacks and Hispanics, it's not even comparable. And I find it extremely disgusting. Now, here's the last part. You know what I'm saying? Because you said a lot of stuff in the quote unquote rambling, as you said. God is going to give us justice.
Right.
Like reparations is never going to be enough, even though there was reparations for the Japanese internment camps, even though there was reparations for Israel that Germany still pays them, America still pays them. God said in Revelations, the 13th chapter, he that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. That's the only way I could see equality, because you can't have equality with somebody who had a 400-year head start. You can't have equality with somebody who wasn't oppressed for 400 years unless they are oppressed for 400 years. Then we could start to have empathy, because maybe now we'll understand each other if we share the same pain.
So kind of tit for tat then, I guess.
I wouldn't necessarily call it tit for tat. I would call it justice. I would call this is, I mean, once again, hold on. Let me just pull this up. I'm going to go to the Blue Letter Bible. I'm going to go to Revelations, the 13th chapter. And I'm going to scroll down once again, like the things that we say, right? The different quote unquote things that we have. They're not only based and rooted inside of history, they're also based and rooted inside the Bible. I'm going to share the screen.
That's a book that I love dearly.
I love the book of Revelations. Well, here's what it says in Revelations 13:9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. Understand this. He that leadeth into captivity. Captivity is slavery. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, the indigenous, those of Negro or Indian descent, were led into captivity. Well, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. I mean, God's not being tit for tat here. You understand? God's being just. God is saying that my people were harmed, and in the manner that they were harmed, ye shall be harmed.
So then what's the answer then? There's no then what is my role in this? Then so I guess that would be a big question. I mean, I read that book, and I read it often, and it's the book that I've lived by for over 50 years. And it talks about equality, and it talks about love, and it talks about grace and living a life of, there's so much that is in that book, in the way that I've learned to live my life, having friends from all walks of life, treating everyone with respect and love and grace. And I guess that I would say what I'm hearing is that what's the point in me doing that? There's no point, because I'm hopeless, I guess.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily, your hope was in this kingdom. Like you were a benefactor to the crimes that was committed here. Like, what's your ethnicity?
My family comes from Scotland and Wales,
So
and Denmark.
So Scotland and Wales, you know what I'm saying? So here's what happens, right? You guys have your kingdom. You had your hope. You had your time. Like now there's a kingdom that's coming. That kingdom that's coming is for those people who are downtrodden, for the poor, for the meek, for the people in Revelations when it says, I know thy poverty and thy tribulations, but thou art rich. We're rich because we're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. That's our hope. We didn't share in your hope inside of this. And that's why, like, this is, let me show you something that they probably never showed you in the Bible, right? I'm going to throw this back on the screen. All right. This is in Ezra, the 4th chapter. This is, I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord God of Israel. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. And not only is there nothing new under the sun, but right now, our body is the vessel that houses the spirit of the living God. Blacks and Hispanics that got destroyed, you understand, from all the cocaine and crack that was brought in the ghetto from the Iran-Contra scandal, from the crack babies that was born, from those that's on fentanyl right now to this day, have to rebuild their temple because of what the adversaries against, you know what I'm saying, our people have done. And there's always somebody like you from another nation in captivity who says, well, I'm down with you. Then they came to Zerubbabel and the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you. It's always some white man that says, I got a black friend. I want to build with you. For we seek your God. You believe that you seek the same God as us, as ye do. And we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esarhaddon, king of Assur, which was brought up hither. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief fathers of Israel said unto them, ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God, but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord God of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, has commanded us. So why did I read this scripture? You know what I'm saying? I read this scripture because it's what you say sounds lovely. What you say sounds like it's such a banner of peace. But let me explain something to you, man. Just like Zerubbabel, when he was chief in Israel, you understand, we have chiefs in Israel right now, largely Commanding General Yohana. And we have to build our people ourselves. It's kind of like, you're familiar with like a federal reserve, like a federal wildlife reserve, right?
Yeah.
So when animals are being hunting on the verge of extinction, what do they do with them? They put them on the reserve to protect them from the predators. They have to separate them so that this way, this species could deal with themselves and could heal. We need to get away from the people who oppressed us. We need to get back onto ourselves. We need a restraining order from this abusive relationship that we're in so that this way we can heal. And that's what it basically boils down to. So what you could do, you could send money in, you could send some donations in, but what you really got to do is stay out the way and just stop interfering with Black and Hispanics. Love your people. Listen, nobody should hey, shalom, sir, nobody, you understand, should oppress another people. Nobody should steal, rob. Well, guess what? We're not going to steal you. We're like right now, we're not going to rob from you. I'm not going to go sell drugs in your neighborhood. I'm not going to sell drugs in any neighborhood. But you know what I would wish? I wish your government would stop bringing our children to Epstein's Island. I wish your government would stop putting drugs inside our neighborhood. I wish your government would stop putting drugs in our neighborhood and then policing us for it. I just want to make sure that every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you understand, can live without your people, your cousins, your relatives, your other tribes, and this nation unaliving us for playing in the street. Tamir Rice getting buried. Ricardo Diaz getting put in a chokehold. Sandra Bland, so on and so forth. I just wish that we could live. You understand?
I hear you. Don't necessarily agree with you, but I definitely hear you. I think that, yeah, and you'll disagree with it, but I have friends of color. I work with Hispanic guys every day who are simply living. I work at a truck driving school, and the class that just graduated today of 13 people, about 3/4 of them were Hispanic. Don't care. They're, some of them are friends of mine, get along with everybody. So I don't tribe. I don't tribe like a lot of people do, and I get it. We're the evil white guys, and a lot has been done bad. But I got to go by the book you're reading. I got to go by that book, and that book tells me to treat everybody. There's neither male or female, nor Jew nor Greek. That everybody is on an equal plane. That everybody, and we know that people they don't treat each other equal. Oh man, I see that. But I think most of us out here, most of the real people, I don't talk about the fake people in Washington, because they're not real people. None of them are. None of them. I don't care what Democratic, Republican, none of them are real. Those are the
How do we
fake. Those
identify
are
them?
the power mongers. But I
How
believe
do we
in
identify
people.
these real people?
The real people, Michael, Jorge, Gilberto. I
No,
can
no,
go
no. That
on
ain't
and
what
I
I
can give
asked you.
you I
I
can give
asked
you
you, how
dozens
do
of
we,
names.
if you could listen to what I'm saying, how do we, as black people, identify these real people you speak of?
Come and have coffee with me. Come
That's not
to
helping me.
my men's Bible study and sit there
That's that's
on
that's not helping me. See, the experience, it's been a lot of real people that black and
don't know what to tell
Hispanics
you
have
then.
been told were like the real people, and you follow them. Can you give me the successful real people that blacks and Hispanics have trusted?
The successful people? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Why not?
The
It's so, if it's so many
I mean,
real people.
I know there's, if you're talking successful people, there's the head of Goya, the company Goya, which makes
That ain't
Mexican products.
Christ. That man said the head of
He
Goya. I
he's
believe
a
what Captain Katazai has been talking about this whole entire time is how vengeance is the Lord's, the judgment that you guys have, the oppression that blacks and Latinos have gone through in this country, right? And then you're
yeah.
telling him and myself and Ashaya Allah that there's good white people. Is that what you're saying?
I think there's good people.
Are there good white people?
Of course, sir. Are the good black
So
people?
how
Yeah, of course, sir.
so how can
But
we identify them?
oh, yeah, I don't think you could, because I don't think that's where your mind is. I think your mind is set
Well, I would
that
have
we
to
are all
I would have
evil.
to disagree with you, because there's nobody that loves white people more than blacks and Hispanics. We have been looking for good white people, even though y'all enslaved us. We have still been looking for good white people, and at every turn, white people have shown their true colors at every turn. So I'm just confused when you say good white people, but you can't tell me the good white people that we've had.
Good white people? Yeah, you're looking at one. I don't know. I think I'm pretty good.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? That means I live by that book that you've been reading. That I believe in treating everybody equal, with grace, with love,
Who are the
with
people of that book? Kadazai, did you have this part of the conversation with him? I don't want to be redundant.
No. We didn't get to that part yet. It was
Who are the people of the book?
the people of the book.
Mhm.
Well, one of the things I learned from watching some of the YouTube things, or the things that pop up on Facebook, is that it appears that you guys are part of this the belief that believes that folks of color are the children of Israel instead of the Israelis, and so I've heard that before. Don't know much about it, though. I'll be honest. Don't know much
But we
about
don't
it.
believe that folks of color are, because there are a lot of folks of color. So we don't believe folks of color. We believe that if your lineage traces back on your father's side to the children of Israel, then you're one of us, regardless of color.
Once again, hey, Stevie the Bull, I'm gonna mute you for now. You could stay on the live with us, and then we'll come to you next. All right.
So that's what we believe. But do you believe that Christ was what today would be identified as a black man?
Jesus was Jewish. Jesus was Jewish, of the Jewish faith, of the
But the
Jewish
word
race.
Jewish is not in the Bible in a legitimate capacity. He would be a Jew, but that's not my question. I said, do you believe that by today's standards, he would be a black man?
Well, I know he was darker skinned. I know there's a lot of crazy, goofy people that
And what Jesus do you
believe he
pray
was
to?
white.
What
What's that?
Jesus do you pray to? You pray to the white Jesus?
I pray to the Jesus and the God of the Bible.
And
That's
what
the
do
one
you
I pray
vision
to.
in your, when you say, now I lay me down to sleep, what do you vision in your eyeballs?
Oh man, nothing, literally nothing, because God is a spirit. I mean, the Bible is clear on that. God is a spirit. And so I have no idea. And it says that no one has seen God. So,
Kev, is that your soundboard?
Yeah, yeah.
so I certainly don't believe that he's white, for goodness sake, but I do believe in Jesus, and I follow
So if you
him.
can be,
and
so if
have-
you can be objective, you just said you don't believe that he's white, you believe he was dark skinned. So then, historically though, black people were given a white Jesus to believe in, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So we were given, so your fathers, your ancestors gave us the wrong Jesus and wrong God to believe in, right?
I think it was portrayed that way by many, and I think a lot of deluded people have kind of
No,
pictured God.
what I'm doing is I'm being specific. Your ancestors, white people, from the doctrine of discovery, even before then, but we'll use that as an earmark, up until now, has given us the wrong Jesus and wrong God, correct?
I don't know that I would say that because I don't have enough knowledge of that. I really don't
You
know
just said that you believe that Jesus was dark skinned, but
Yeah,
your
he was.
ancestors gave us a white skinned Jesus, right?
I assume so, but I wouldn't necessarily. I
This
don't
is why
have
we
fact
call
to
the
back
white
that
man
up.
the devil. Because I'm gonna tell you why he's answering this way. He's answering this way because he know the only road it leads to is that God is angry at the impersonation and the lies that you have spread. Because you went from saying, I know that he was dark skinned to saying, I
Yeah.
don't think.
No, Jesus was a Jew. Jesus was darker skinned.
But no, you
That's
said, I know he was dark skinned. But then I said, so then your white ancestors gave us the wrong, lie about the Jesus and God. And then you said, I don't know. So
I don't
if
know
you
what they
said,
taught the slaves. I don't know what they taught the slaves. That I would have to read about. That would be interesting reading. I would love to hear what.
so you're saying you
they
never
taught
heard of us being forced into Christianity through slavery?
Well, I know that on the plantations that in slave owners that they made people do church, worship, and things
And what
like
Jesus
that.
did they give us?
Whichever one they had, man.
And what was that one? This, like, a white man is a liar. Like, he can't help when it says the wicked are estranged from the womb. This white man is estranged from the womb. He said, whichever one. There's only one white man they gave, one Jesus they gave us, and that was the white one, correct?
Could be. I mean, there's nothing that I can say
Hey, what's
because
5
I
plus
don't
5?
have the proof.
Can I ask you
I
a
don't
question?
have-
You
and
good
I
at
read.
math? Hey, are you good at math?
Am I good? No, not really.
Yeah, okay. It's a simple question. What's 5 plus 5?
Yeah, well, we both know it's 10.
That's stupid.
Although
Stevie the Bull.
Oh, I gotta add Stevie back to the stage. I clicked him by mistake. I clicked Stevie by mistake. I had to add Stevie back. My bad.
Man, what's up, Stevie?
Crazy.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
What's happening?
Nothing. I just I didn't know y'all was gonna go live today or whatever.
It's Thursday, nigga. We've been live for almost 12 years.
Yes. See, I just got put on to you last week. Matter of fact, I was watching one of your debates or whatever, and So you make a lot of sense.
You said what?
You
I
make a
say
lot
you
of
be
sense,
making.
man.
I say you make a lot of sense.
Most
Both of
High in
y'all. I seen
Christ.
both of y'all.
Most high.
Y'all was talking to some like Mexican dude with a deep voice or whatever. And
Yo, Adrian,
Hey yo,
yeah.
yo, this is my real voice.
you're a bum rock.
And I was just it made me I got home from work one day and I looked up ISUBK and shoot, they had one in my city. And went up there, went to one of the classes. I went to a class yesterday too.
Where you from?
I'm from North Carolina,
Oh, so you went to which North Carolina did you go to?
Durham.
Okay, good.
And I don't know. So I today I've been watching all about the ham, this ham. Uh, yeah, I know the Sons and
Ham,
Noah.
Shem, and Japhet.
Yeah. And it's like I see what y'all was saying with the Native Americans because I like to look stuff up, so I start looking at history and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to move too fast. You know what I'm saying? I still want to. If I do something, I want to really. You know what I'm saying? Not have like shaky faith. You know what I'm saying? I do got a religious background, a Christianity or whatever, but it ain't never made sense to me like my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus God, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm just like, he's saying he the son, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, all right, who he praying to? You know what I'm saying? But all the questions I had, y'all made it make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was just sometimes I just settled and just was like, I guess I ain't gonna really know. And then
When you say you ain't gonna really know, what you mean by that?
like have an understanding of like the understanding I get from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I don't know what I'm doing, but this was what everybody's saying I gotta do, so I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't really sit well with me. So it'd be like some days I'd be like, all right, I'm good with it, and then there'd be days that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But what really stuck out to me was I always wondered where I came from. You know what I'm saying? I always be like, if you know where you from, you know where you going.
Right.
But shoot, I mean, my dad won't end his life, so that's as far as it go back for me. But when y'all told me where I came from and showed me in the Bible, like my life been different since last week. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just trying to learn everything. You know what I'm saying? As much as I can, soak it in. And
Do you take notes?
no, I don't take notes.
Hold on one
I'm
second,
more,
brother. Don, I got you on stage. We'll call on you in a minute. You can hang out on the stage for a second. Steve, go ahead.
You said you don't take notes?
No, I don't take notes. I listen over and over again. So
How you gonna okay, so you learn by repetition.
yeah.
He's an
Yeah,
auditory.
but notes would probably be better too though. So I could be
Well, what I've learned when people say how you study, everybody's study habits is different.
Yeah.
Like the way I learned, I used to record the classes. I would play the classes. I would learn that way. I wrote stuff down. So there's no set way. You have to do whatever works best for you.
Yeah, because right now it's like I got a whole bunch of pieces to the puzzle, but I need to set it from Genesis all the way to Revelation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like scattered about, so I don't really like. I've been in church my whole life. That ham stuff, all that other stuff. Like when I got to that part of the Bible, I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But now I see like you want to hide something from a black man, have him read it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause who gonna read all them names? Like, what that mean? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Ham, Shem, and Japhet is very easy. Ham, Shem, and Japhet is just the progenitors that, like, Ham became the progenitor of what today is called Africans. Japhet became the progenitor of the original Greeks, Romans. They're white today, but in original they were melanated Greeks and Romans. Today they would be the Polynesians, the Hawaiians, etc. Shem became the progenitors of the Arabs, the Asians, white people, and us.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, that's what I was learning about today.
Mhm.
But what I'm trying to understand is, okay, God flooded the earth and then started over with Noah and them, right?
Mhm.
But we still come from Adam because Noah came from Adam, right?
Right. That's correct.
So how Abraham, how what? So it was the curse because I know it was two twins, right? It was two twins.
Jacob and Esau.
Yeah, Jacob and Esau.
But it
So
doesn't say neither one of them was cursed, though.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Solomon Mafag with the super chat donation. The curse that the white man used to enslave black people was the curse of Canaan. When Ham saw Noah's nakedness, Noah cursed Canaan, one of the sons of Ham. It said, "The servants of servants is who he'll be." As far as Jacob and Esau, neither one of them, I don't read where they were cursed.
Okay. So, and Ham is African people.
Yes.
So the people that's from Europe, that's the Edomites, right?
Yes.
They cursed too?
No, Edomites, it doesn't say they cursed. They got a judgment coming to them. But it doesn't, I haven't read a verse that says that they're cursed.
And so what tribe would I be from?
You're so-called black man?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would be from the tribe of Judah.
Okay. And that's the one, that's all of them or just?
No, you got 12 tribes of Israel: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Naphtali, Ephraim, Gad, Issachar, Asher.
So from Sem,
Zebulon.
So I come from the Sem.
You come from Judah because you said you're so-called black. Your father's black?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you come from Judah. Oh, I'm sorry. You descend from Shem. Out of Ham's out of Noah's 3 sons, you come from Shem.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But nah, man, like it's crazy, man. Like I ain't never like have like this not like peace of mind, you know what I'm saying? Like I knew something was up, you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't never really put my finger on it, you know what I'm saying? And like at first I'm like, dang, is they racist? Is they what? Da 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 da. But it's just like, no, bro, it's a trick, you know? It's a trick of the enemy, you know what I'm saying? It's like everything. What stood out to me, y'all don't talk without talking to the Bible. I mean,
right. Yeah, I know what you're
Bible,
saying.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm just at a hard place because I come from a Christian background or whatever.
We all came from a Christian background. That's what keeps you enslaved. You want to be free. When you want to be free, you gotta leave that Christianity alone. That's how you be a free man.
Yeah. But now I'm seeing that. So I told my wife, she told me, shoot, whatever you do, she down. Like she down.
That's what you need right there.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. But I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, learn. So take me back to Genesis.
You love Genesis, don't you?
Yeah, because that's the beginning, you know? And that's why I'm trying to like figure out where I went wrong, because I'm thinking that
where you went wrong as far as what?
Like just the teaching. They say in the beginning God made Adam and Eve, but now that I've been listening to y'all, I understand it wasn't just Adam and Eve.
That's correct.
It was other people there, right?
That's
so
correct.
It's like, what else did I miss? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking, all right, so did she actually eat from a tree, or was it not a tree, or
no? What she did was like learn something. So when it says you shall not learn eat from, you can eat from all the trees, but the tree in the midst of the garden you should not eat. The tree is a symbolic for the nations that was there. So she learned something that she was not supposed to learn. It's like if me as an Israelite, you see me backslide and go learn Islam. That's what happened with Adam and Eve. they learned another culture's philosophy instead of sticking to their own philosophy.
Right.
Yeshaya, just stay on mute for a second. We'll get to you after this. All right.
But no, that's it, man. I'm gonna just go back to Sage. I just want to say
Just
thank
stay
y'all for
consistent.
everything.
Yep. Just stay consistent, like you said. Just stay consistent with it, and then you should be good.
Yeah, I'm most definitely gonna start taking notes now.
All right, no
For sure.
stress.
Yep.
All right.
Cap, who you want to talk to next?
Yeshaya, and then we can get to Don.
Okay, Yeshaya, what's going on, brother? You got a question or a comment?
Hey, Shalom, how about you, man? Sorry about the thought.
Yeah, what's on show with that?
So I have a question. So, about last week ago, I attended a funeral of mine. One of my cousins had passed away. And I watched one of your clips, Captain Katazat, on Facebook, and it was a clip of a conversation between you and a sister. And the sister's question was in regards to funeral and how basically after, according to the law, after, funerals or whatever, we are to basically separate ourselves for 7 days, to clean ourselves from whatever, diseases and such as like that. But my question in regard to that is,
it's a quarantine.
Quarantine, con.
That's what I said. Go ahead.
And so, what if someone was cremated? Would that law still apply?
So there's no differentiation, you know what I'm saying, as far as, because what's going to end up happening is at some point you're going to be around the dead. So the whole point is, you know what I'm saying, as far as separating yourself from there. So now I believe if it was in a funeral home or if it was around other dead bodies, yes. If you were just around the ashes, no. I'll double check with General Haas, but that's what I remember. But more so, you know what I'm saying, like the environment, you know what I'm saying, of the funeral home or wherever they do a procession usually has other bodies in the mix. So that's why variable matters. So it's not necessarily as much about the ashes as it is where are they hosting it.
Okay, yeah, because we hosted it. It was crazy. We hosted it at a cemetery. So would that still like?
Yes, and that's what I mean. So because it would be hosted at a cemetery, you'd now, you know what I'm saying, would be unclean for 7 days because there's other bodies around in which you come into contact with.
Okay, so how would that process go exactly?
7 days, 7 nights. You know what I'm saying? So from whenever that day till 7 more days with sunset. From there, then you'd be clean. So what happens is you just wouldn't be able to come around the congregation. You wouldn't come to class. You wouldn't come to Sabbath service. You wouldn't come to camp. You wouldn't come to anything that has to do with being around the congregation.
Okay. So, now I haven't really read in the scriptures about like cremation, but at least to my understanding that a lot of that is of heathen customs, like because I've seen like Vikings do that, they do that, they go out there, they burn the bodies or whatever. So is that lawful or is it more of like
it's not unlawful, but it's not traditional. It would be disrespectful to burn the body of somebody that you love. So when you have somebody that you actually loved and cared for, we have our own system. Like, for example, the body's anointed with 7 oils. It's cared for. A white linen cloth, it's wrapped in, and then it's put in some kind of sepulcher, whatever the case may be, where it's buried with honor. When a body is not buried with honor, that's when it's thrown in Sheol, an open grave. It's left for the crows. It's just thrown inside of a pit. and usually sinners were bodies were thrown into Sheol. The ones that were stoned, the ones that were burned at the stake, the ones that were, whatever the case may be, whatever method of capital punishment that was utilized for the sinner at that time. So that's where Sheol even became like a place where you went to if you were bad, because it was the burial place of sinners. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you should be able to take care of somebody's body whom you love. So it's not unlawful, but it's not traditional.
Okay, the water. So because, okay. Try to think. So because a lot of us, especially here living in our captivity, a lot of us don't have means of getting a coffin and doing all that type of stuff. So I was just kind of more of like trying to get the understanding that whether or not it was lawful for us to kind of do that.
Yeah, no, it's not lawful, but I mean, listen, I think it's hell even having to be buried in Babylon, even if you are buried, because like I read the scriptures and I think about how important it was for Joseph's bones to be carried back to where his father was buried. You know what I mean? Like and I realized that we lost a brother by the name of Officer Karab. He was over Colleen, and I remember being at that burial and just sitting there thinking like how upset I was that my brother had to be buried in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? And just thank God that the dead rise first in Christ. You know what I mean? Like, and see you again in the regeneration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because even that I was thinking, because even if like they did, cremation or whatever, it's not necessarily the body, but the spirit through regeneration.
Yeah, listen, the Lord, you know what I'm saying, could remake you out of ashes, out of dust, out of whatever. Like if he's got to resurrect you, but this is just more so out of respect for the person that you loved while they were alive. As a result, you'll take care of his body in death or hers.
Okay. The water, Captain. The water. That's all I got.
No sweat, brother.
All right. Shalom, y'all. About you, Shai Brakatah.
Yeah, with some Shabakatah.
Shalom. Don, I see you came back. You're you got to unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry. I'm not tech savvy real well, so I've been part of a storytelling group where we Zoom during COVID, and so
before we tell too many stories, man, I don't know if you got a question, but I got a question for you.
Yeah, fire away.
So we were talking about the Bible earlier. I think that's what we should stick and be consistent with. Where does God's love extend to all nations or all people in the Bible?
Well, John 3:16. I mean that.
I thought you might say that.
John 3:16. I could sit and work my way through my Bible and find a variety of passages. I mean, the one I mentioned earlier about there's neither Jew nor Greek, and male nor female, and we know that.
We could talk about all those. Cap, I mean, did you want to go to John 17:9?
I thought you was taking it, man. I don't have a problem joining in this.
I just wanted to throw the alley-oop up. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So let's talk about. I got it. So we're gonna stay within the realms of the Bible. So John 3:16 says,
I can't hear him.
Who can't you hear?
I can't hear the dude in the red shirt.
Oh, Don.
Cap, you can hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him just fine. That might be something with your connection, brother.
I think what happened is if you ever left the app at all, you might want to leave and then come back in. Sometimes it resets your settings.
Okay.
All right.
So in John 3:16, it says, "For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son."
Slocky, sir. One more second. Yahweh, I'm bringing you on stage. We're gonna deal with Don's John 3.
If you can mute your mic if you can just mute your mic.
We'll keep you muted till then.
Yep. So John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life." Right? And you believe that that's for everybody biblically, right?
Jesus paid the penalty for all sins, for all mankind who accept him, who accept
And that's
God.
based on, and you brought up John 3:16 to substantiate that position, right?
Yeah.
And what in John 3:16 gives you that understanding?
Well, I'm sure you're prepared to refute it, but the world. So what does
Okay.
that mean? I can get out a Strong's Concordance. I have a Strong's Concordance which breaks down the Greek and the Hebrew.
Right.
You
So
know,
John
but
3:16, for God so loved the world. So for you, the world is everybody. So I have a question. When Jesus said, I pray not for the world in John 17:9, what world is that Jesus is not praying for?
I would have to read it, read the context. I
Let's read it.
apologize.
Do you happen to have a Bible in front of you?
No, it's out in my truck. I
Do you have a
carry it
Bible
with
app?
me. Yeah, I do have the Bible app, but I don't want to lose you.
Oh, right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read John 3. I'm going to read the word for world, John 3:16. I'm going to use my KJV plus. And what the KJV plus does is next to every word, it gives you the concordance of the word that it's referring to, the definition of the word or the Greek word that is translated from. So in John 3:16, that word world is G2889, cosmos. And then if I go to John 17:9, John 17:9 says, I pray for them. I pray not for the world, G2889, which also means cosmos, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. So is the word world everybody? Because if the word world is everybody, then there's a world that Christ does not pray for.
I do know that not everybody's part of the family, because if you haven't accepted Christ, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and life.
Mm-hmm.
And if Jesus is not that one, you're not in. And
so then you are saying that the word world has context then.
So I can agree with that at this point.
Thank you. I appreciate you agreeing.
John 17.
John 17:9.
Yeah. I found the parallel Bible on the shelf. I knew we've got a lot of them around here. So.
I bet you do. John 17:9 is the scripture that we just read.
To also, real quick, to anybody that's joining, you have to turn your camera on to join the live. We don't.
That's right.
Anybody
we don't trust none of that.
Yeah, God forbid. All right, go ahead, Capsalaki.
So now I'm gonna give you another example. In 1 John 2:15, it says, "Love not the world, neither the things in the world." So just think about that. We got one verse, God so loved the world, another verse, Christ says he prays not for the world, and another verse that says, love not the world. 3 scriptures that has the word world, but they all have a different context.
A different context, yeah. They would.
Right.
Yeah. Perfect. 1 John would be a different context, yeah.
Right. John 17 would be a different context. So on the subject of God so loved the world, you would agree that that's in reference to salvation, right?
I would say, in reference to what Jesus was preparing to do.
So do you think that Christ used the word world because he was talking about Israel?
No.
All right. Let's read this. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and 17. It says, Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. So Isaiah said Israel was the world that would receive an everlasting salvation. And Christ said through him that world would receive that everlasting salvation. You see how I just married the word world to Israel?
So Israel is the only one going to heaven?
Yeah. Well, yes. They're the only ones that'll be in the kingdom of heaven.
So then Jesus' sacrifice was worthless.
Damn, why was it worthless?
Well, you just said that only the Israelites are going to make it. And when Jesus sent Peter out and Paul out to minister to the Gentiles, why would he have bothered to minister to the Gentiles if only the Israelites were going to make it? Why even bother?
It's a good question.
That is a you want this one, cut us out?
So if you don't mind.
I can tell you did.
So here would be my question to you. So we just learned, right, from Captain Tazaryak, who's on a legendary media run right now. I just want y'all to know that. I gotta throw that out there, right? And what we just learned, you understand, from this mighty captain in the ISUPK is that the word world has context. Does the word Gentile have context, Don?
It would mean anyone who's not Jewish.
So
Israel.
Is that the only usage of that word?
Oh, I would again. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break out my Strongs, which I notice is down there. I'm going to break out my Strongs and do a word study on world. Now you've piqued my curiosity. So these are passages that I'm going to be looking up. I can promise you, and break them down. I've done that before with passages, and I'm definitely going to do it now. So that's one of the reasons I like things like this. It sparks my interest, and it's provoking me to read. So anyway.
Well, I'm going to tell you that the word Gentile just means nation, and there are times where Israelites who have grown up outside of the Commonwealth of Israel, or maybe weren't circumcised on the 8th day, or were cast off from their people, that they're called Gentiles, because Gentile is not one specific group of people. It has usage. It has context. So I'll give you an example. One of my favorite verses, which I've had to go to countless amounts of times over the years, and even more so in recent months. This is Romans, the 9th chapter. Romans, the 9th chapter says, even us whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles. You're under the persuasion that these Gentiles are other nations, non-Jews?
Anyone who is not a Jew.
Okay, verse 25. As he saith also in OC. Now, this is a reference. You understand? He's about to quote something. Do you know what book he's about to quote?
No, I'd have to look at it.
Okay, so OC is a Greek transliteration of Hosea. He's about to quote the book of Hosea. And it says, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they be called children of the living God. Now, this is a prophecy. Do you believe that that all prophecies come true?
I do.
So prophecies can't fail.
No.
So if I go read this prophecy, since these Gentiles are a part of this prophecy, all these verses connect, then we should be able to find other nations or Gentiles there, correct?
That would be a logical assumption.
Okay, so let's go read the quote and let's just see who Paul is talking about. So we're going to go to Hosea 1, and I'm going to start at verse 9 just to get the full context. And so it says, then said God, call his name Lo-Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel, a nation mentioned by name, shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. But wait, there's more. Then shall the children of Judah, the Jews, and the children of Israel, the Gentiles, who were not his people, who are being cast off, be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, which is Christ. And they shall come up out the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. what we just found is the context of Gentile. What we just found are Israelites who were cast off. So when Israelites are cast off, guess what they're called? Gentiles. Now they're being brought back into the fold. This is why Ezekiel said, 2 sticks shall become one. This is why Isaiah said, the envy of Ephraim and the vexation of Judah shall depart, and he shall gather the outcast. This is what we're reading about. Don?
Oh, I'm just taking it in, listening. I guess what I hear then is I've got no hope.
Well, I told you earlier, your hope, you had your hope. Your hope was America.
My hope is never America. My hope is never Trump. My hope is never in any white man. My hope is never on anything on this earth, ever.
Not the white man knowing the white man is the devil.
Yeah, I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it.
No.
I think you're lying.
No, my only hope is one thing, and that's in Jesus Christ. That's plain and simple. I have no hope.
What'd you say, Cut?
I said, Cap, I'm gonna bounce you the ball back. We're gonna go in and out like a game.
Oh, okay. Like, I mean, are we doing Bible or white man? Like, which one, Cut? I'm trying to be nice here. And we got other people. Hey, what's his name? Don. Hey, Don, hold 1 second, man. Let's talk.
No worries.
Listen, Don, here's what I want you to do. Study that word Gentile. We're gonna come back to you.
Yeah, there you go. Give him some homework assignment.
Yeah, Howard, I believe you was next in the queue. You can unmute when you're ready, brother.
Yeah, Howard, are you there?
Call another one. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, how about some y'all shut back up?
Yeah, shut up.
I really appreciate the work that you guys do. I study from you guys from time to time. I did have, so I'm gonna just get right into it because I don't want to take more time than I have to. So I have a question about like the history, because like we know that we're like the children of Israel, right? So my brother, I talk to him about this all the time and whatnot, and he like basically believes like everybody can be saved or whatnot, and he believes that the church that Christ was talking about when he told Peter, "I'm going to build my church upon this rock, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against you." Familiar with that scripture? Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off real quick. 1 second, Jason, you got to have your camera on, and then we'll bring you on mute, and then we'll throw you back in the queue. State that question one more time.
So you guys are familiar with the scripture when Christ was talking to Peter, right? And he said, "Upon this rock shall I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against you." Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So according to my brother, he says that this is the Eastern Orthodox Church, and basically, like I found it a little bit hard to find. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's a good one.
Okay. That laugh, it kind of gave me a little bit of confidence, because I myself have not been able to find too much information about
find that.
I haven't found too much information about like the thing. What I've been looking for is like information on them like persecuting our people, and that's what I'm specifically trying to find, so I can show this to them. And I've only found like minimal things. I did find that in the Byzantine Empire that they were like putting religious restrictions on us. They were heavily taxing us or whatnot, and there was like some discrimination. But I haven't been able to find certain details, like how you can easily find shit about like excuse my language, find stuff about the like the Roman Empire. You can clearly see that they was persecuted. We can see that. So like basically what I'm really asking is like, what information like can you tell me in like direction that you can point me in, so I can find out everything that I need to know about the Eastern Orthodox Church?
I mean, what do you? I'm saying, what do you want to do with? You want to join them? What do you want to do with the Eastern?
No, I want to. I'm with you guys. I understand that we're Israelites.
Here's what you want to do before you get to the Eastern Orthodox Church, right? Always remember, right? Don't just because they mention some Eastern Orthodox Church, and the reason why Kadazar asked you that question is because that has nothing to do with what Peter said.
I know that.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm asking is because I want to know the thing, like the because he says that he's going with whoever is telling the truth, and I'm telling him like that it's the Israelites, and he has like ludicrous reasons of why he doesn't want to follow the Israelites. So what I'm trying to do is trying to find meat and potatoes, things that I could put in front of his face, like, yo, this is what they did to us.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
How about this? How about Christ only came for Israel? Because I know the
Right.
Orthodox Church teaches, you know what I'm saying, salvation for all people. I'm pretty sure the sects of that teach that Christ is God. Or listen, if you know the truth, you ain't got to worry about what the lie is. Their doctrine is wrong. It don't even matter what the history of that church is. There was a schism at one point. They think they're the real church and they have the authority. The Catholic Church thought that they had the authority. Both of them are full of shit.
And that schism came in 1054 AD. So
Okay.
it's yeah. So I'm just gonna read this. They try to lay claim to 33 AD with the Pentecost. That's what they try to lay claim to. And it says, while initially unified with Western Christianity, the Eastern and Western churches gradually drifted apart due to linguistic, cultural, and political differences. The defining moment of separation occurred in 1054 AD during the Great Schism, which Kadazar mentioned, when the Eastern Patriarchs and the Pope in Rome formally split due to disputes over papal authority and theological doctrines like the Philak. Today, Eastern Orthodoxy consists of a communion of self-governing religious churches. The way you destroy Eastern Orthodox, to directly answer your brother's question, is about the truth. Why would I have to go to the Eastern Orthodox when I have the Bible in front of me? If Christ says he only came for Israel and the Eastern Orthodox said he came for everybody, who's lying? Eastern Orthodox also believe Jesus is God. If Christ says he has a God, who's lying? Ask him if in Eastern Orthodox, who's the ethnicity, or can anybody be an Israelite? If he says we can all be spiritual Israelites, but the Bible says as long as you see the sun, moon, and stars, Israel shall be a seed before him, who's lying? The Bible is the only source. You know why we win in ISBK? Because we use that Bible. If there's a piece of history that agrees with the Bible, then we side with that piece of history. But if that piece of history does not agree with the Bible, then we don't. The Bible is the primary source. Eastern Orthodox is a tertiary source that's trying to align itself with the Bible, but it's lying at the same time. Jesus can't be God. I guarantee you they believe Joseph is not the biological father. They believe you dying and going to heaven and hell. All of those things are not substantiated in the Bible, and they won't teach that the white man is going into slavery. The African man is going into slavery. The Arab is going, all these nations that touch the apple of God's eye is going into captivity. They're not teaching that either. So if your brother really wants, your brother, this your blood brother?
Yeah, that's my twin brother. I ended up calling you actually before during one of your car chronicles, and I was talking to you about some stuff with us, which has been solved since then. But yeah, this is my twin brother.
Yeah, this your twin brother. Tell him don't be the white man's slave. Be a free man. No sweat. No sweat.
He found them Russian icons cap. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop here.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, Black Madonna, you don't say.
Not my Jesus. Not my Jesus.
Okay, I just got one more question then.
Good,
Do you yeah, what now?
I say, what's up, brother? Go ahead.
Yeah, so do you guys personally know of any history of of the Eastern Orthodox, like their church persecuting like the Hebrews, other than like what's shown like in the Byzantine Empire?
No, my first time dealing with anybody from Eastern Orthodox, I debated this white boy named Jay Dyer. That was the first time I ever dealt with Eastern Orthodox. I had never really heard of them until then. So I don't know too much about the Eastern Orthodox.
Well, they're not even the original like Eastern Orthodox Church, because the original Eastern Orthodox Church was destroyed and went into captivity in 1453. The Byzantine Empire was a black empire. That's why they have dark skin icons. Over time, they too were hijacked. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't only a complete Black Empire, but as far as the aristocracy, the rulership at large. You could literally go to the Moldavita Monastery and you can find the Ottoman Turks on one side, and then go look at what the men in the crowns standing in the castle look like. Dark-skinned men with afros and crowns. So what I would say is, okay, this is the whole point, right? Everything falls apart. Like, the Bible is the source of everything. If he's not going to believe the doctrine, it doesn't matter what you bring. He doesn't believe in the scriptures. You don't the Bible is the authority. You know what I'm saying? Secular history is not the authority. And the only time we even use secular history is when it lines
up with those scriptures.
Because the scriptures is the authority. Anytime you start to run from that, it's weak in faith. And your brother is weak in faith.
No. Okay, I lied. I got one more question. So I ended up seeing like a couple clips that you were in. I don't want to cut this out. And you were talking to two like Christian girls, and I think you were with Brother Gadiwan. I hope I'm not getting that wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys were talking about, it was like two white girls. You were talking about America's supposed to be a Christian nation, and one of them was like, "Oh, it's definitely not." And then you said something about Trump being a Christian, and they said like, "Oh, he's not a Christian or whatnot." But I've been trying to find like the entire video of that. So I don't know if you already have it out, or if I have to be like a subscriber to one of your channels, or I have to pay like a premium or something like that. Whatever it is, I just want it.
It's on Cross the Line. So if you go to the recent videos, you're gonna see a segment that's called Cross the Table, and you'll see the full video. It's about a 40-minute segment.
Okay, so I have to go on the Cross the Line YouTube channel, and then find Cross the Table.
It's available to the public. I had a playlist set up. Somebody messed up the playlist. I had the playlist just for Cross the Table videos, and somebody started adding other videos to it. I don't know who it is, but when I find you, I'm just playing. But
he ain't playing.
I'm just playing. But
man.
But yeah, check it there. All right.
For sure. Yeah, it was nice talking to you, brothers. It's like kind of like literally talking to celebrities, if you will, So
you crazy, man. Cap, the most famous Negro here.
All right. You see, he said Negro, so you don't forget Ephraim. That's why he said it like that. The most famous Negro. I'm the most famous Ephraimite. That's what he really trying to say. That's what he trying to say.
Nah, that's not true. But you know what's funny is how I was talking to somebody the other day. One day, me and Cap were having this conversation, right? And I said something, and he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Kadaza." He's like, "That's why we sold your ass into slavery." He was talking about Joseph. He was talking about all the way back. And then I had to turn around and tell him, I'm like, "Yeah, and that's why y'all came into Egypt begging for food stamps."
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right, for real. This is the last question for real. Can I come and feast with y'all?
Yeah.
When's the next?
Why the hell ain't you?
Where do you live at?
I live in Milwaukee. I met up with Captain DeBar, I believe his name is.
Yeah, he got a school out there. You should be under him.
I mean, I'm not gonna do that because I'm prospecting already with somebody else.
Hey, let me ask you a question. What's 5 plus 5?
10.
Appreciate your dumb ass out of here.
All right. So
okay,
we'll come back to the other two in a second. Jason, I know you've been waiting, and Cap, I believe this one's for you.
What you talking about, yo? What you talking about?
It's a setup. Jason, you come.
That dumbass nigga talk about I'm prospecting for somebody else, but he coming to us for counsel.
That's crazy.
When I got the ISUBK, I have never went to nobody else for counsel and questions and stupid shit like that.
Hey, better you do it than me. You know what I mean? I'm tired of being the bad guy. We need Yak with the braids.
I got braids.
You ready?
I got braids.
That's he's here. He has arrived.
Who we talking to?
We're talking to Jason.
What's up, Jason?
What's going on, Cap? Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thanks
yeah.
for helping me try to get hooked up.
What's going on, man?
Captain
Appreciate it.
Tazariak, how's it going, brother?
I'm going pretty good. How can I help you?
Yeah, brother. I've been trying to set something up with you, brother.
Set something up like what?
So,
Are you trying to unalive me? What you trying to do?
No, brother. No way, brother. No, just a debate, brother. On a
You
neutral
want to debate
platform.
on? You said on a what?
Yeah, I don't know if that's me or you.
You said on a neutral platform?
Yeah, bro. Mm-hmm.
You one of them scary niggas, huh?
Yeah, I was.
That man said, "I only want to debate. I only want to debate where it's safe. I go everywhere and debate. I love away games. Right. Away games are the best games. Just FYI. That man said he wanted. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You want to be home and comfortable and shit.
I think he's because he on the road.
All right, well, let's talk to somebody else.
I was hearing just fine. I can
hear you.
Hear him now, brother.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Cap. No, that's fine, brother. I'm just saying, last
what
time
you want to debate?
Okay, well, what I'm saying, Cap, is last time I called you when you were on TikTok, not on Car Chronicles. It was when you started going on the panel. I asked you a few questions. You clearly didn't know the answers, and then you told me quit peeing around and just be direct. Then you basically told me that the Most High God, when I took you to Deuteronomy, you said the Most High God put his name in your Captain or General Yohana. And then you told me that you're silly 5+5 and you booted me. So that's why I was saying the neutral platform. So every time we've had these conversations,
man, what is the conversation you want to have right now? What is it? What is the subject you want to debate?
Okay, well, just like when you brother, I know you got to know. 45:17 doesn't.
I don't know. I don't.
Bible
I don't. When you say I gotta know,
saying that.
Can you tell me what you want to debate?
Oh yeah, I could hear it, man. Damn.
What do you want to debate? That's all I want to know.
What topic?
Okay, the Hebrew Israelite dilemma. Salvation is not for you. You'll never get salvation. I can prove it right now.
Who's salvation for?
Well, it's for Israel, but you're never going to get salvation.
I don't
according
understand.
to the book of the law. Yeah, I know you don't because you don't know the Bible. So you want to go through it?
What books do you believe in?
Do you want to go through it?
What books do you believe in?
We're gonna use the Tanakh, but we're gonna go with your foundation.
No. So slow down, Swifty. What books do you believe in?
Okay, I just told you the Tanakh. If you
So
don't know
Genesis,
what the Tanakh means,
so
let me
Genesis
dumb it down,
to
Old Testament.
So Genesis to Malachi is your books.
Yes, yeah, brother.
So you don't believe in the New
as a Hebrew
Testament.
Israelite,
So you don't believe in the New Testament, right?
no.
I think it's starting to
went through
jog
this
my
last
memory. I think it's jogging my memory. So you're saying me or my people specifically will not get saved, correct?
All Hebrew Israelites.
I just said me or my people, dumb nigga. I just said that. He said all. I said me and my people. That's all my people. Yeah. So can you show me why me and my people will not get saved?
Yeah. Why are you in captivity right now, according to your doctor?
You can't. Don't ask me a question and answer a question. I said, show me why me and my people will not get saved. That's what I asked you to do. I didn't ask you to ask me a question.
No, I'm going to, brother. But it's just a simple question. Why are you in?
Mine was a simple question. You came on here and said, we are not going to be saved, and you can prove. And you said this. What you said. We are not going to be saved, and you can prove it. So show me how we are not going to be saved.
Right. So I was trying to have a dialogue and to show you, but you don't want to answer.
All you
I'll
gotta do is
answer it
just
for
show
you.
me.
Your school, okay, brother, in your school believes you're in captivity because you broke the laws. You teach and your school teaches to get out of captivity, you must come back to the Most High and keep the laws. So my question, which you're not going to have an answer for, as you, Captain, from the tribe of Judah, so don't say a priest, a woman, a farmer, a child. How many laws do you have to keep? Give me the number that you have to keep as a man from the tribe of Judah.
I don't know the number of laws I have to keep.
Oh, now look at how ridiculous your doctrine is, Cap, what you just said. You are basing your whole salvation on keeping the laws, and you
Right.
don't even know how many laws there are for you to keep.
No, but
How
I
you
do
get out of
keep it
captivity.
because I keep the
How-
law.
Go
But
ahead.
the part that you're missing is that we also believe that our repentance or salvation is through our King Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Without Christ,
Okay.
we
is
don't
that-
believe that
Uh-huh.
anybody is saved. So if I didn't have Christ, nobody was saved. Now let me show you how stupid you are with numbers. Most people talk about 613 laws. Now you were specific about Judah, so I would imagine that that number is not 613. So there is no such thing as a number of laws. You keep the laws that apply to you. If I'm a farmer, there might be farmer laws. If I'm a man of money, meaning like a loaner of money, there's laws with that. But if I'm not a man of cattle or land or anything like that, there's laws that just don't apply to me. So I keep the laws that apply to me. So I don't think of it as a number like non-spiritual people do. I just don't break the law.
Okay, you don't break the law. So,
No.
for example, at your house right now, do you keep Deuteronomy chapter 6?
What does it say?
Yes or no?
What is it? What does
So
Deuteronomy
how do
6
you
say?
keep it if you don't even know it, brother?
What Deuteronomy 6 is a whole chapter. What does it say?
No, brother.
Like,
Come
you're
on.
not-
It's a
like,
famous,
I'm gonna tell you-
brother.
I'm gonna tell
Oh
you,
my
like,
God,
like
you slow,
when
bro. You
no,
slow,
you're
bro.
slow. Like you're slow because you said
slow,
Deuteronomy
Cap.
the 6th chapter when it's a whole chapter.
Yeah.
It's a whole chapter. And this is what I mean. This is
Yeah,
this is why I
brother.
said you made a point to say on TikTok that I said stop tiptoeing around and get to it. And then I have to say the same thing now.
Yeah.
Stop tiptoeing around
Yeah.
and get to it. You were supposed to
Okay.
show how I'm not going
Okay.
to be saved. None of my
Yes.
people.
Okay, you ready?
You have yet
Okay, are
yet
you
to
ready?
show it. Yes, show it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to show it.
Okay, are you ready?
Get to it, man.
And we're about to bring
All right,
Michael
let's go.
Jackson
Let's
up
go
here,
to
man.
Yeah.
No, let's go to Deuteronomy 30.
So what happened
Now,
to
this is the
Deuteronomy
Most High
6?
God.
Okay, Deuteronomy
No,
30.
no, you don't know Deuteronomy 6, so I'm just going to get
I
right
don't-
to it.
right,
I'm not going to waste
right.
your time no more.
Right.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 6 is a famous Shema, brother. It's where you keep some laws, you hang them on your doorpost. You should know this by heart.
Oh,
But
you
anyway,
hang them on
you
your
don't know
door.
the Bible.
You hang them on your
So,
doorpost.
so Deuteronomy 30, this is the Most High God given a prophecy.
What are you
So
reading?
If you're living Deuteronomy 30, we're going to start in verse 1, right from the top. So I'm going to pull it up. I just want to let you know Deuteronomy 30 is the Most High God given a prophecy that you are living in according to your school. So if you are in the Most High God's prophecy, you can't be in another prophecy at the same time you're in this prophecy. So according to this prophecy, you're going to see right now, there's physically impossible for you, your school, to get salvation, brother. So I'm going to pull it up. You got to bear with me.
I have it
I
in
know
front of
you-
me. Deuteronomy 30:1. And it shall come to pass when all these things shall come upon thee, the blessings and the curse which I have set before thee, that thou shalt call them to mind among all nations, whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee. And shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, that thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Most High thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion on thee, and will return and gather thee from all nations, whither the Lord thy God have scattered thee. Do I keep reading?
No, that's it right there. So did you get it? Or you didn't understand what you just read?
You're supposed to be showing me how I cannot get salvation. You're supposed.
Okay,
All I
right here,
did was
brother.
read the scripture.
I am.
All
I'm
I
gonna
did
break
was
it
read
down.
this.
I know, I understand. Go ahead, Cap. Sorry.
Like, you're wasting my time right now. I just want you to break down how Israelites like me are not going to get saved based on Deuteronomy 31-3.
All right. So again, you read it because you don't have reading comprehension. I got to break it down for you. So let me school you and teach you, brother. So verse 2 is the key. You should have got it. And it says, and shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice. And then it says, according to, Cap. So now it's telling you directly how you obey the Most High God's voice. According to all. That Hebrew word right there is K-O-L. Kolai, which means everything that he has commanded you, Cap, this day, you and your children with all thy heart, with all thy soul. Now look what it says, that then, now you should have reading comprehension, when it says that then the Most High God will come get you out of captivity from all the places he put you to. But what do you have to do first, Cap, before he comes and gets you out of captivity?
Brother, can you get to the point where we're not being saved?
I just asked you, can you answer the question?
No. When you can get to the point where we're not being saved, then I can answer. This is like child's play what you're doing right now. This is totally stupid. But if you can get to the part where you said we cannot be saved.
No,
but you haven't read nothing to me yet that says we cannot be saved.
Okay, it's Deuteronomy. Did God judge Israel by an individual or by a nation, Cap?
Again,
are you in the curses?
I'm not answering your question. You made the claim.
Answer.
You made the claim.
Because you don't know, dude. Just be honest. You don't know.
I know. Just know. Well, I'm glad my audience knows. Everybody in this audience knows that I can answer the question. But you made the claim that we cannot be saved.
Cannot.
But okay, but you're not telling me how we cannot be saved.
It's right. It's okay. It's right there because.
Then just say it. If it's right there, then you break it down. You're making. When I tell a white man he can't be saved, I go to Romans 9:13 and say God hates the white man. I don't play around with the scriptures.
Yeah, I know.
You're playing with the scriptures. So if you're telling me that I cannot be saved, don't tiptoe. Don't be vagina. Like your vagina right now. Can you be a man?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me how we not getting saved.
I know, but the problem is though, Cap, right? Just like you said, you go to Romans 9:13 and says God hates the white man.
Hey, brother, you got 30 seconds. Hey, brother, you got 30 seconds. Brother, you got 30 seconds to show how Hebrew Israelites can't get saved.
Okay, because Deuteronomy 1:1 is the words that God spoke to all of Israel. Deuteronomy chapter 30, Cap, is saying all of Israel has to keep all of the commandments in Deuteronomy first. Then he will come get you out of captivity. That will never happen. That means every so-called African American, Puerto Rican, what do you guys call Haitian, Dominican, would have to keep all of the laws in Deuteronomy first. Then the Most High God will come get you. You haven't kept the laws since you've been in the truth. So no, it will never happen.
This is the most stupidest argument I think I've heard in my life. When I read Deuteronomy 31:1-3, I didn't see where it said all Israel was going to do anything. This man said he believes in the Old Testament. Deuteronomy 30 is not the only place that talks about repenting in your captivity. Chronicles talks about it. Jeremiah talks about it. Isaiah talks about it. It's all throughout the Bible. Jeremiah says that we're going to be under a new covenant before we get gathered because we broke the old covenant. So I don't understand this questioning. Here's what his question is hinged on. His whole hingement is to just say, I don't keep the commandments. And this is a man that has no faith in God at all because he does not believe that we could actually repent and change and obey God. I do. And I don't concern, like you're the kind that would have us killed. I remember when in the book of Exodus, I believe the 32nd chapter, when the Lord was going to destroy all of Israel, Moses didn't be like you and say, well, go ahead and destroy them, Lord. They deserve to die. Moses pleaded with God to save and redeem Israel. That's what he did. You have no concept. You are completely stupid to say that we can't repent. Excuse me, to say that we won't be saved because you believe that we break the law. My only question to you, give me the laws that I'm breaking and proof of the laws that I'm breaking.
Yeah. This already, Cap, and I'm sorry that you don't have the brain power to understand, bro.
Give me the laws that I'm breaking, man, and the proof.
I know you're just gonna.
I am going to remove you. I am absolutely going to.
You're gonna drop me.
I'm not
So
emotional.
what is 5 plus 5?
I asked you. I asked you to show me the law.
Brain, brother. You're getting emotional.
Why can't you just show me the law that I'm breaking and prove it?
Yeah, brother. I just told you Deuteronomy 6. You don't even know
Deuteronomy 6 and what?
Passover. Okay, brother. Where did you keep the Passover this last time? Where did you keep the Passover, Cap?
Houston,
Where did
Texas.
you keep the Passover? Okay.
Houston,
you
Texas.
Just broke the law.
How?
Breaking the law?
How?
Because in
No.
Deuteronomy, God says you do it only in the place he chose to place his name.
That's right. And he chose Houston, Texas.
Damn right.
Okay, show me that verse. Book, chapter,
Ezekiel, no problem. This is Ezekiel 11 and 16. This is one of the most beautiful. Yeah, I know. Don't get mad because I believe in the Bible and you don't.
Okay.
So did you keep the Passover?
No, I didn't keep the
Passover. You broke the law. You see how he broke the law? He didn't even keep the Passover. Listen, I at least kept the Passover. He didn't even. No, he don't believe that God. Well, he don't believe that God can be a sanctuary to him. But I do believe that God can be a sanctuary to me. This is Ezekiel 11 and 16. Therefore saith the Lord, like the Lord God, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. How does that marry to Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter? When the Lord said he's going to gather us, that's talk about his spirit coming upon us. So in this land called America, his spirit came upon us and we repented of our wicked acts. So we no longer sinned against God and God became our sanctuary. This man don't even keep the Passover.
Right. So
you came on here to tell me I don't keep the law, but you don't keep the law. Goodbye. Yeah. Thank you, Kadazar, for setting me up with that.
You're very welcome, Cap.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man.
Hey, man, Cap, tell me find people for the show. I'm just following orders. That's what I do. I'm a soldier.
You're good. You're good.
Hey, did you talk to the guy?
Yeah, I talked to the guy
about the thing.
The
first thing or the second thing?
It was the third thing, which is why I had to get rid of the thing altogether.
All right, so now we go come back. Stevie the Bull, you got another question?
Yeah. So so how do I know y'all was saying like keep the law or whatever, but when you in transitioning to switching over, damn, my bad, I'm eating something. When you in transition switching over, how, you know what I'm saying? Like I smoke cigarettes, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know that's wrong. I've been through this wrong. You know what I'm saying?
How many cigarettes you smoke a day?
So I smoke a pack, bro.
Right, got you.
I smoke a pack. I ain't even gonna stop.
Got you. So you smoke a pack, right? Now, first thing you got to understand with them cigarettes, you know that's a demon, right?
No.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's a demon. The demon is in you. That's why you know what the demon wants you to do to kill yourself. Right. You are on the way of death.
Right.
The Surgeon General warning says it causes cancer, right?
Yeah.
But you smoke 20 a day anyway. You're telling God to kill you. That's what you're doing. Now, when it comes to addictions, addiction is a very strong thing. Some brothers or sisters can quit that addiction cold turkey. some need to wean themselves off of it. So can you reduce yourself to, let's say, 13 cigarettes a day?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could try to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. What I would suggest you do is, instead of smoking 20, and I want you to count them. Instead of smoking 20, try you. I say it two ways. I would try cold turkey, but everybody can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say try to shut it down to 13 a day. You just cut out 7 cigarettes. And then you do that for, let's say, a week. Then you reduce it from 13 down to 5 cigarettes a day. Now, what's going to happen is you have to get out of the routine. I'm pretty sure you smoke after you eat, right?
Yeah.
Smoke when you wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke when you finish fucking.
Yeah.
Smoke in the bathroom. Yeah, smoke in the bathroom.
I not chain smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, smoke in the bathroom. You just smoking. What's your stress like? What's your stress like?
I was in the army. So
did you go to war?
No, I didn't go to war, but I had experienced some stuff in there. I don't really like to, talk about.
You ain't got to say here, but you should get counseling about that, because that chain smoking and that stress, you think the answer is in that cigarette, and the reason why you got to smoke 20 is because the answer is not in that cigarette.
Yeah.
There's no narcotic that can cure you. Only the Lord can cure you. Right. So you got to mark in time. Now, what I'm asking first, are you going to accept my counsel?
Yeah.
Don't sweat. The reason why I say that is because the Lord is hearing what you're saying. The Bible says in Ephesians, the 6th chapter, do not be a man pleaser. So don't tell me you're going to cut it down to 13, but then when it gets off, because I don't see you, the Lord is going to see you, and the Lord is going to hear you. If you smoke that 14th cigarette, the Lord is going to see you. What you can do, though,
like sometimes I be throwing it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't start throwing it out.
Yeah, there you go. And because
it bothered me. You know.
Yeah, once you get out of the routine, that's really what you got to break. The routine of like, I used to smoke weed. I had gave up cigarettes when I was when my oldest daughter was born in 2001. I gave up cigarettes that December for her.
Mm-hmm.
But my weed consumption went through the motherfucking roof.
Yeah, see,
it's almost like I replaced it. Yeah. To where before I came into the truth, I was smoking probably like 3 blunts a day. I could drive the car, roll a blunt. It wasn't shit. Yeah, I give you a funny story. I was a software specialist. I used to install phone systems, networking, and stuff like that. So I did the whole network for this police station. I leave, go home, smoke this blunt. I'm high. The police station called me, talk about they got problems. Now I got to sober up because I got to go to the police station to fix their problem. So I put the Visine in my eyes and all that shit. Now I'm around these cops. I'm high. Now they don't smell it, of course, because I done got the smell off me. I done clean myself up, but I'm high than the motherfucker around these people. But it did not stop me from smoking.
Right.
I only stopped smoking when I came into the truth, and I did it for Yahushua. That's how I stopped. I stopped cold turkey. November 29th, 2009 is the last time I ever smoked anything. And the crazy part, I had stopped smoking before that. So I stopped smoking like earlier that week. And my wife had gotten into a car accident, and my weak ass went right back to going to roll a blunt. And when I rolled a blunt, that's when I realized how vagina I was. I was so vagina that I put my strength in a marijuana plant instead of strengthening myself, strengthen the Most High, strengthen anything. I put strength in a plant that can't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
And I felt so fucking weak that I gave my life to Yahushua. I told him I would never smoke again, and then I quit cold turkey. I never smoked since then. So you're gonna have to do it for more than just yourself, because at some point you either like dying or you like living.
Right. So I
like living.
Yeah, I like living. So because I be feeling bad, you know what I'm saying?
But we're gonna find out.
I seen somebody said, like, when you come into the light, you like, well, now that I found y'all or whatever, they say I'm gonna have to pay for them for smoking these, you know what I'm saying? Smoking the cigarettes.
You say you got to, what you mean? Who said you got to pay for it?
I think I seen somebody say that. When I was watching
don't listen to none of them. Don't listen to none of them. You're only gonna pay if you reject this counsel. The Bible says, this is what the Bible says about counsel, and that's why I asked you if you accept my counsel before I gave it to you. Because the Bible in the Apocrypha, let me get this verse for you real fast. Bear with me 1 second.
So you said 13.
Yep. You want to do 13?
So I got 5
Or
right
at least,
now.
right. So you want to do 13, want to bust it down to 13 for let's say a week. And then after that week, bust it down to 5. Now, if you have the strength to just start at 5, like you said, you got 5 right now. Let's say you smoke that 5. Or let's say you try not to smoke that 5. Maybe the Lord will put his spirit upon you. You might not smoke again after this call. After this live, you might strengthen yourself and just never smoke again. You can do it. That's why I told you my story, because I could do it. When I threw that down and gave my life to Christ, I never picked up a blunt again. And I've been around it. I smell it, all of that. And I've never had a desire then. So you can actually either stop right there, throw them 5 away and stop, and just battle. Like, go through the pain. Like, the reason even you chain smoking is because you built up an intolerance. So whatever you was getting from that cigarette, you're not even getting no more. That's why you got to chain smoke them. Because you done built up a tolerance for them. So the thing when you stop smoking, your brain is going to feel different. You're going to feel wired because your body is going to crave it, because you done now made your body addicted to the nicotine, addicted to the habit. And so your body is going to crave it. So it's not going to come without a fight. But if the Most High is worth that fight, you'll fight. If you can't fight, if you're not ready to fight, I gave you a regimen that if you follow, you can wean yourself off it and you can do it. So those are the options that I give you. This is I'm gonna give you a couple of scriptures. This is Ecclesiasticus 32:19. It says, "Do nothing without advice, and when thou hast done, repent not." Another scripture that I'm gonna give you. This is a scripture that I read to every brother that comes into the truth. This is Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter, starting at verse 1. I'm gonna read to verse 5. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in a time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." You are in that furnace of adversity. I pray that you never smoke again and you just get burned in the fire, and let's see how much your weight is worth in gold. That's what you should want to see. Hey, do you know who Adrian Broner is?
Well, the boxer.
The boxer. You see him and Dean the Great. You see the content they got going.
Yeah, I be seeing the clips. Yeah.
You see how they've been doing all that drinking and everything like that.
Yeah.
In the past week or so, he's been exercising. You see, I don't know if you know, but he had that big ass belly. That belly that he chopped in half because he gave up his vices.
Yeah, I ain't really been watching.
Yeah, when he gave up his vices, he hit that treadmill. He fighting and he focused. And a lot of the reason why he lost a lot of the weight, because a lot of his weight wasn't from fat. It was from inflammation, from constant drinking, partying, XYZ like that. If that man can do that and he's in the world, you as an Israelite man should strengthen yourself to never smoke a cigarette again. You can do it out. And then when you tell that story, do you know how inspiring you can be to other brothers? That when they hear that you stopped after chain smoking 20 a day, you didn't smoke them 5, how you could be a story, you could do it. And then whatever you going through, like what you said with the military and stuff like that, you in the Durham school, you can go and get counsel. And brothers are born in adversity. And them brothers can help you. And them brothers will help you. North Carolina got some of the best brothers. So that's my counsel, brother. That's my counsel.
Okay.
That's my counsel.
Yeah. And when you said I was from the tribe of Judah, right?
Right.
Like how you know? Like how you like,
because you said you was a so-called black man, but like let's say the more you come to class, the brothers are gonna ask you questions about your history. And the more they know about your history, the more they'll tell you who you are.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I only been to like 2 classes. So
Just keep going.
yeah.
All right.
Yes,
I
sir.
remember my second class.
Yeah. So my first one, it was different. It was the TV was up, and it was one of the generals.
Probably General
He took-
Hyman.
Yeah, and he was teaching. We was having like a little back and forth because I had like 20 questions, boy, in my first class. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
He answered all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I was telling him, I don't know if y'all was in that class or not, but my pops, he preached, so it's kind of like it's like I ain't gonna say it's a secret or nothing, but you know what I'm saying. I don't even. That's gonna shake everybody world. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's not for you. You don't have to listen. When you did any evil, did you announce all the evil that you did to everybody?
no.
Then, brother, just get yourself right. Don't worry about who knows and who don't know.
Yeah.
Just get yourself right. That's your focus.
Yeah.
Don't worry about nobody else. Just get yourself together. That's what you need. You do that, you'll be better. Trust me.
All right. And I was just wondering. So, what about Juneteenth? That's still pagan holiday, or?
No, Juneteenth is not a pagan holiday.
All right. Because I know we can't, you know what I'm saying, celebrate holidays.
Right.
But,
No, you fine with Juneteenth. That's
but
fine.
I did see something. I don't know if you ever heard of it. They said like that ain't. It was still Kentucky and Delaware still didn't. They was the last ones to abolish it, and it was like in December of that year.
Mhm.
So it won't really Juneteenth.
Well,
I don't know if you ever heard of that.
It really took like 10 years that the military had to send the government had to send the military all the way down to Texas just to be able to free some of the slaves. So it's
Yeah.
but we
I'm
not
saying,
free.
yeah, after Texas, then it was Kentucky and Delaware. I think was the last 2 states.
It took
But-
damn near 10 years for it to take effect. So it wasn't
Mhm.
1865. It was more like 1875.
Oh, okay. But Texas was the last state to abolish it, though.
It was a couple of others in the South, but that was one of the last ones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the point is, we still in captivity. Listen,
Yeah.
emancipation don't even mean freedom. It means exchange of goods. We just we went from private
Where
ownership.
y'all get all this knowledge from, man? What
government
school
ownership.
y'all
Class,
go to?
nigga. Get to class. Come
Man,
to
y'all know a
class,
lot
brother.
of shit, boy.
Yeah, come. You gonna know a lot of
some
shit
bad
when you
boys,
come
boy.
to class. When you come to
Yeah.
class, and the more you
I'm
come to
trying to get
class,
like that, boy.
you gonna know a lot.
Yeah.
I've been doing this show with him for 12 years. This ain't happened overnight. And he
Yeah.
listen, Cat used to go to Philly every single night. He sat at the foot of Commanding General Yohana, went to
Right.
class every night, then went to camp. I come into school, they kicked him out of Philly. I'm kidding. You know what I'm saying? But and then we watching the general's show Monday. We got class Tuesday, Wednesday. Cat picked up an extra class to teach us Sunday. We had camp on and we used to do this show midnight to 2 a.m.
Dang.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So look, I seen another thing. They said it was a Frank something who started it.
You
Started
talk
the
about
school.
FS Cherry.
Cherry?
That's
hell
it.
no.
So you don't want to say that he started it. What that is, so like what the white man does, they like to put dates and times and stuff like that on things. There was always an oral tradition of us being Israelites. throughout.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
don't
how the
let the
Bible
white-
was at first.
Yeah,
right?
the white man don't control
Yeah.
when we were saying we was Israelites and no shit like that. But that's
Yeah.
what they say. That's the people that they mark because they locked him up for saying he was an Israelite. That's what they put in history. But that's not what we go
okay.
by.
Okay. And now I learned that in class and stuff.
That's correct.
All right, yeah. No, this it's just crazy, but it's just like
Hey, Kyle, I
don't
do
know.
got to roll though because I got to get up at 4:15.
Oh, well, Cap,
All right.
we over the time. Brother, stay in class. That's the moral
yeah.
of tonight's story.
Yes, sir.
All
All
right.
right. I hope. Hey, Lord be with you with that cigarette thing, man. I hope you
Yeah,
stop.
for sure. Yeah,
All right.
13 tomorrow for sure.
All right.
Show.
Yep.
Shalom. Cap, so nice of you to join us this evening.
Hey, shut up, man. Hey, to this dude, some dude named DNA Tooth. I don't know who you are, but you know, anybody that want to debate, you could have came on a live stream all day. You did not. I don't know who that DNA
He's
Tooth
been
is.
talking all night, but he ain't.
It's an
clicked the
open
link.
platform.
Yeah, the link's been pinned. But we do appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom. Hey, man, big up for your donation.